Thank you, Your Honor, members of the council. Before you tonight, we have a lot division request by Mr. Otto Kais at 335 Lauder Avenue within the city. So just to acquaint yourself with the property, it's in the center of your screen, approximately 16,500 square feet in size, located right on the curve of Lauder Avenue where it's heading south and turns directly to the east there. In that southwest corner, property is completely surrounded by residential properties. You have single-family, two-family, and multifamily properties intermingled within the vicinity. You have a single-family house directly to the west, and currently on the subject property is an accessory structure, a shop building on the north side. Looking at the zoning in the area, it's in the multiple-family residential R4 zoning district. What that means is there's a minimum lot width of 50 feet, minimum lot area of 5,000 square feet for that zone. Our setback requirements are 15 feet for the front, and the side setback requirements are going to be 5 feet, but you have to have a total of 15 for both sides. Rear is going to be 20. Looking at the proposal before you tonight, it's going to take that approximately 16,500 square foot parcel, proposed to divide it into 3 parcels. You have parcel A, B, and C. Parcel A is going to be 6,294 square feet in size. B is proposed to be 5,174 square feet. And parcel C proposed to be a little over 5,000 square feet in size. As you can see, 2 of the parcels, or the proposed parcels, have flagpoles, which are 20 feet wide here, the one in the center. Within that area, you have a sanitary sewer easement, which extends in that northeasterly direction. Currently existing, has a manhole right here in the center of the property. Also within that is proposed to be a private access easement, so all 3 parcels will share a common drive which comes off of Lauder Avenue. This is what it looks like on the ground. So you have that existing shop building there, which will be retained on the north parcel, and then you have the 2 parcels to the south there being proposed. Staff's recommendation before you tonight is to approve the lot division request with the following condition: that only 1 vehicular approach be permitted along Lauder Avenue. And with that, I'd certainly be able to answer any questions that you have on the proposal.
Dan?
So, Mike, looking at the survey, the street actually curves farther away. I mean, it really doesn't look like any of it touches the street, but is that right of way then? Is it angled the way it is? The city's a right of way?
Yeah, that'd just be public right of way, the triangular shape you have in between the sidewalk and the property. So
that's all public there.
Public right of way.
Right to cross. Okay. Thank you.
Walter?
Thank you, Mayor. Mike, a question. On the plat map, there's a shaded area in the flag for the staff of the flagpole lot. What's the significance of that? I don't know if there's anybody from Hodge here. Oh, you're hiding, Scott. I didn't see you. Maybe, perhaps Scott can answer just the significance of the shaded area.
Yeah, I'm Scott Becker with Hodge & Associates, 405 South Washington. The shaded area is my understanding, and I didn't actually do this plat, it was our surveyor in-house, but that is the shared easement for the property. So that shaded area is where all 3 parcels share the access, and that much of it.
Do you know, does the 5,174 square feet representative of parcel B include that shaded area?
It does indeed.
Okay. And if I may, following up on that, this is probably for Mike.
Okay.
I didn't look, and I didn't think of it till tonight, Mike. What instrument does the city need to connect these 3 lots to that one access? In other words, working on the assumption that someday these 3 lots may belong to 3 different owners, does the city, are we putting anything in place to legally keep this to one access and require parcels A and C to use that flagpole staff to get in and out of their lots?
Well, the lot division will be on file with the city, and so we'll have that condition running with the approval. But Public Works Department will be responsible for any type of approval for approaches coming off of Lauder Avenue. The permit one with the approval of this lot division, and so no others would be allowed, but we don't actually record anything with the county. It would just be a condition on the lot division approval.
Mr. Mayor?
Continue.
Looking at the city attorney and public works director, any comments on the question?
I think anybody who's buying that, looking at that real estate, is going to want an easement if it's not going to be clearly defined on the in the title. That's one thing I would require, is that there is an easement that's granted from the main property owner, from the dominant estate to the Servian estates.
And don't misunderstand, I'm in favor of this. I'm just trying to understand how it works.
Mike, did I misunderstand this? If this is approved, that will be part of it, of the parcel that has been before us, right? I mean, that's a gimme. Is that not true on this as far as the easement's concerned?
There would proposed to be a private access easement recorded on the property to be part of the lot division approval.
Okay. Art?
A couple of things. Could you refresh my memory on how flagpoles lots work versus the 50 feet of street frontage required?
For flagpole lots, we have a minimum lot width. Instead of the 50, it's going to be 20, which all parcels meet here. And then you can't have a flagpole greater than 150 feet. And so in our review of these parcels, both of them meet the flagpole requirements.
And a bit of a follow-up. Seems you stated that the triangular piece up top fronting Lauder is actually public. How does the city deed over part of that public property to allow access across to get to the street?
The city would just allow that access as part of the street approach permit when they pour the driveway and they approach off of Lauder Avenue.
And finally, lastly, is that access going to cause any problems with the easement for the underground utilities that are present?
Is the private access
Yeah,
easement going to?
because you got the manhole cover and the sanitary sewer easement and things like that, and is putting an access point across that going to interfere with the public access to that facility?
And Mike,
No,
Les has got his hand up. You want to take that one?
Yeah, if I could. The easement for the sewer system obviously predates this operation. With that easement remains in place for access to that utility for any type of maintenance, repair, that type of work, and presence of that utility within the easement. So having an access drive occupying the same space really doesn't create a problem for us, for the utility itself. And then just to go back briefly, if I could, on the easements question, parcel B, as I understand it, has an easement on it that is to the benefit of parcel A and parcel C. So that will remain on parcel B. A and C then get to use it to access the public right-of-way, and then from that right-of-way line out to the street itself, just like anywhere else where the sidewalk is set some distance from the edge of the property line or from the right-of-way line, it's just part of a driveway until you reach the curb itself.
Thank you, Les. Other comments for Mike? How would council like to move forward?
Your Honor, I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the lot division request with the conditions.
One vehicle approach off of Lauder? Is
Exactly.
that one condition?
Yeah, that was just
Second that motion.
Okay, Dan made a motion, and Jim Boland seconded that motion to approve the lot division with the one condition, the vehicle approach off of Lauder Avenue be permitted. We're good to go. I'll start with John.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll move forward. Thank you very much, Mike.